Hello and welcome, Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Welcome to your week ahead TarotScopes with me, Intuitive Rene. This week we are doing the 27th of February to the 5th of March. We are into month number 3. Can't actually quite believe it. This year is flying, absolutely flying. This week I am working with the Little Buddha Tarot and the Little Buddha Oracle, created by the same creator. I love the artwork. You're just going to see this deck, these two decks have got such a cute factor to them. But let me tell you, their messages absolutely pack a punch. So don't let their cuteness think that, yeah, we're going to have a cute message. Not at all. It'll always be really, really deep. I love working with Little Buddha Tarot. This week we are doing Oracle first. So putting the Tarot out of the way, and let's give Oracle a little bit of a shuffle. So Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, we are looking at the week of the 27th of February to the 5th of March. As I'm shuffling the cards, we're asking Spirit, what is it that you need to know? What does the week ahead have in store for you? What is important, significant, and relevant for every single one of you to know as we step into this next week and the third month of the year? Anything relevant and important from the Oracle, we're looking for a card that's going to set the tone and give us the theme for the week ahead. So there I have a card. Let's see which one we have, Earth signs. Let's see what we get. We have got weather the rain. Okay, so weather the rain. Here we have little Buddha and his little trusty panda friend. They are walking outside. We've got the bamboo shoots on either side of them. I love how the bamboo shoots are equally spaced around him, almost like they're creating pillars, pillars of balance, pillars of duality. And we can see that there is rain. He's holding his little umbrella. But I love how little panda seems to be skipping through the rain. And it almost looks like they want to jump into the puddles. I don't know about you, Earth signs, but I tend to, when it's raining and I'm out in the rain, I tend to want to jump in puddles. I am one of those people, dance in the rain, jump in the puddles kind of person. And little Buddha seems to be, but the expression on his face, he seems to be a little bit cautious, okay? Whereas his little panda friend really seems to be embracing the moment and wanting to jump and, celebrate and have fun. But our little Buddha, there is definitely movement, there's definitely walking. But again, I am seeing with our bamboo that there is this element of balance that comes into it. Weather the rain, though, I'm gonna just stick the card over there, and I'm gonna shuffle the tarot so long while we chat about weathering the rain. So what I understand by weathering the rain, just those words on their own, basically it seems to say that it's going to rain. Okay, what is rain? Rain is a disruption to the clear blue skies. Rain is a time when the clouds are emptying their contents and bringing water down to the earth. Sometimes if you've got an outdoor activity planned, rain can certainly bring that down, bring that to an end. But we can't stop the rain. The rain is going to happen, and we need the rain. The rain is life force for our planet, for us humans, for our animals, for our plant life. And sometimes when it rains, you just have to deal with it, okay? You can choose to stay indoors, you can choose to change your plans, or you can choose to embrace the weather, embrace the rain, and to use it to your advantage. But the fact is, the rain's going to happen. And that's the message that's coming through here. We cannot, as human beings, we can control so many things in life. But the one thing we cannot control is the weather. And if it's going to rain, it's going to rain. And you just need to weather that. You just need to deal with it. You just need to be okay with it. Right, I'm happy with the shuffle. Let's just cut the deck and let's lay out some cards and see what is the weather besides for raining, and what is the message that's coming through. So our first card we have is the Nine of Swords. Second card we have is the Five of Cups. So far we've got a lot of rain happening. The rain is continuing. We have the Nine of Wands. And we have the Page of Pentacles. Suddenly the energy starts shifting. All right, just moving them over. Some more cards. We're doing lots this week. We've got the Hanged Man over here. We have the Ace of Pentacles. I'm loving where this is going. And we have King of Cups. How amazing. All right, so Earth signs. It's not all doom and gloom. We start off doom and gloom. We start off with that kind of a heavy energy. But from here, the energy starts shifting and things start improving. Now, I want to have a look at, I've got obviously, besides for our oracle, from the tarot alone, I have got 7 cards on the table here. So there's a couple of things I want to have a look at, like what is predominant. So immediately I see we've got 2 pentacles, we have got 2 cups, we've got a major arcana, one major arcana, 1 sword, and 1 wand. So the predominance for us this week is our 2 cups and our 2 pentacles. So this is talking, and it's interesting because pentacles is about our finances, our money, our tangibles, and cups is about our emotions and our feelings. So we've got 2 things on opposite ends of the spectrum. And when I looked at the weather, the rain, the two bamboos stood out for me as duality and balance. And here, when I look at, and I see here how they are connected like this as well. We've got cup, pentacle, cup, pentacle, pentacle, cup, cup, pentacle. So it's interesting how it's creating this duality. And, you know, sometimes our finances affect our emotions, and sometimes our emotions and our feelings affect our ability to earn. So there's a lot of that kind of energy that I'm picking up in this particular reading. But let's start off with card number 1. So we're looking at weathering the rain. So immediately, earth signs, this is spirit sort of saying to you, prepare for the unexpected this week, prepare for the inevitable this week, and don't allow yourself to get too emotionally caught up in the rain, in the problems. So the 9 of Swords is the card of stress, of worry, of anxiety. Okay, so that's why I said I'm not surprised to see it, considering our theme of weathering the rain. The 9 of Swords, though, it has a whole lot of meanings besides for just stress and anxiety, because the 9 of Swords is the card that says that when you are stressed, you tend to internalize. You tend to keep it to yourself. You don't really want to share it or express it or, you know, discuss it with other people. You tend to keep it all to yourself. And you tend to only let it out when you're completely on your own, completely isolated, when there's nobody around. And that's when you try and work through your discomfort, your stress, and your anxiety. The next card that we have over here is the 5 of Cups, and the 5 of Cups is the card of disappointment. So here we've got stress and anxiety, and here we've got disappointment. And our next card that we have, just to show you, there is the 9 of Wands, and the 9 of Wands is the card of overwhelm. So these 3 carry the same kind of energy. So I'm actually going to read them as the same, because we are alone, we are alone, and we are alone, or at least we imagine and perceive ourselves to be alone. So earth signs, you tend to have this tendency, how's me using very few words, you tend to have this tendency to get caught up in the emotions, especially when things are not going according to plan, especially when you're having to deal with the rain. You tend to get very caught up in the, oh my gosh, what now, how, what do I do, how do I do it, you know, and you tend to internalize and very much feel as if it's all on you. Now, dealing with those 3, done. Okay, we understand the energy, the message that they're bringing is the fact that Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you guys tend to get very overwhelmed when things don't go the way that you want them to, the way that you expect them to, or the way that you had hoped they would. So then we go on to our Page of Pentacles. Now I want to have a look at our little Page of Pentacles because he is the cutest. He reminds me of a little Boy Scout. Okay, he's got his little cap on, he's got his little sash with all his little badges. Behind him are his little boxes of cookies, and you know, as the Boy Scouts do, is they need to, or all the Scouts actually, Girl Guides or the Scouts, whatever they are, but they need to raise money for their projects, and they need to work hard, and they need to put all the effort in, and all of this. But it's not just about raising money. It's not just about, you know, who can sell the most biscuits or who can sell the most chocolates or who can sell the most of anything. But it's about learning to interact with people. It's about learning the whole give and take. There are so many morals and lessons and learnings that come through from this experience. It's not just about how much money you make. Yes, that is an important part of it, but it's more about the lessons, the overall, you know, why do parents enroll their kids in Girl Guides and Boy Scouts and all these kind of things, is to teach them basic moral foundations of life, how to exist, how to make something out of nothing, how to overcome adversity, how to deal with challenges and struggles. So I'm going to say to you, Earth Signs, this week, be the little Boy Scout, okay? Learn how to make lemonade out of lemons. Learn how to make lemonade out of lemons. Learn how to turn. Instead of getting caught up in the I don't have, oh, woe is me, everything's gone wrong. Instead of getting caught up in that, acknowledge the feelings. We certainly don't want to ignore the feelings. Acknowledge the feelings, but then say to yourself, what would our little Boy Scout Buddha do? How would our little Boy Scout Buddha turn the situation around? How would he learn how to make lemonade out of lemons? And you know how you do that, Earth signs? Let's go to our next card. The next card that we have here is the Hanged Man. So now we see our little Buddha hanging upside down by his foot. Okay, I know it looks like he's got a bit of a panic on his face, but I can assure you he's not panicking. I can assure you he's gasping out of wow. Okay, because what he's doing by hanging upside down, first of all, he's still in prayer mode. Okay, he's still in prayer position, which means that he is still praying, hopeful. He is still working towards the thing that matters most to him. But by hanging upside down, he's seeing the world completely differently. He's seeing the world from a completely different perspective. And by doing that, he's found solutions to his challenges. He's found solutions to his problems and to the things. He has learned to not see the rain as a disappointment, as a pain, as a tragedy, but he's actually learned to see that the rain actually gives opportunity for other things. And this is how you turn this situation, the rain, the disappointment, the anxiety, the stress, the disappointment, and the burdens, how to turn them into a positive by looking at things from a different perspective. And if it means turning things on their head, then let's do that, Earth signs. Let's absolutely do that this week. I am loving this card for you. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. We have all these beautiful sunflowers across the bottom. Here is a little pathway, okay? And there is an arch. And once you've walked that pathway, and once you've walked through that doorway, that archway, you're suddenly in a whole new world. You're suddenly in a whole new situation, a whole new circumstance, one that's going to bring you an abundance. So you might find yourself facing a few raindrops this week. You might find yourself facing a few disappointments this week. You might find yourself stressing and feeling really burdened this week. But if you can just learn how to turn it around on its head, see it as a different perspective, the opportunities that are going to come your way are going to be amazing. Like amazing. Look at our King of Cups. Isn't he just gorgeous? There he sits on the water. Okay, he is performing the absolute, actually I'm lying to you, he's not sitting on the water. There's his shadow. He's levitating above the water. Okay, he is literally levitating above the water. That is how amazing he is. That is how powerful he is. And that is how he has harnessed the rain, the storms. He's harnessed the energy. He's harnessed and he's found peace within himself. And he doesn't even realize it. His eyes are closed. He thinks he's sitting over there, but he's actually levitated above. King of Cups, how has he done that? By having his emotions under control. Emotions under control equals rising above, turning lemons into lemonade. So Earth signs, I know it starts off like, oh my gosh, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? And it makes you want to just keep your head under the covers and not even come out this week. But you know what? This is where the week is going to go. If you can overcome your emotions, if you can learn how to weather the rain and to weather the storm, if you can learn to turn things around, like literally upside down on their head, if you can learn to do that, the impossible is possible, but you've got to weather the rain first. So my blessed Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, wishing you an amazing week ahead with love and blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care, my friends.